All right, we're going to find and fix the mistake. Looking at this, 2x plus 4x minus 2 equals 20. So the first thing they did was they draw. They combined like terms, 2x and 4x to get 6x. That's correct. And then they combined like terms, 6x and negative 2. This is not correct. So the reason it's not correct is because 6x and 2 are not like terms. So this was their mistake right here. 6x and negative 2 are not like terms. And then to solve it correctly, I'm going to do it over here. I'm going to go ahead and start with a step that was correct. So 6x minus 2 equals 20. That was correct. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Remember, I'm talking about both sides of my equation. And I'm doing this because I want negative 2 plus 2. I need to get this to 0. So that's 0. That's what I wanted. So 6x plus nothing equals 22. Divide both sides by 6. This does not come out evenly. So let's see. If I'm taking 22, dividing it by 6, 3 wholes. 3 times 6 is 18, with 4 left over. This is how much I have. So it's going to go in the numerator. Sorry, by how much I have, this is like how many pieces. So I have, maybe let's call it this way. This is the number of pieces. And then this 6 is the size of one whole. Okay, and the way a fraction is, it's the number of pieces divided by, like, into the size of one whole group. So I have 4 pieces. I have 6 in one whole group. I could leave it like that. I should probably reduce it to lowest terms. Okay. If you gave me 3 and 4/6 as an answer, I would accept it for full credit. And I would remind you to reduce to lowest terms. If you gave me 22/6 as an answer, I would give you full credit, and I would remind you to reduce to lowest terms. You could also go like 22/6. If you divide it down by 2, 11/3. You could write that as an answer. X equals 11/3. Sometimes in algebra, it's more helpful to have an improper fraction as an answer, so you can kind of decide which one you prefer. Cool. Okay, next. So let's see. 3x minus 8x minus 5 equals 10, and they combine the terms 3x and negative 8x, and they're missing a negative sign. 3x and negative 8x. If you think about your number line, if this is 0, 2, 3. If you start here at 3x, where each of these jumps is x, and then we go backwards, 8x's, I'm going to go backwards. Let me do that in a different color. I'm going to go backwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jumps. Each jump is x. I end up 5x jumps below 0, which is negative. So, explanation of the mistake. 3x minus 8x is negative 5x. They lost a negative sign, which is very sad, so I'm going to give them a sad face. Okay, So this should be, solve it correctly. I'm going to do it over here. Oh, I'm not actually. I got lots of space. I got lots of space. What am I talking about? Solve it correctly. 3x minus 8x minus 5. Oops. 3x minus 8x minus 5 equals, I forgot, 10. Equals 10. All right. 3x minus 8x is negative 5x minus 5 equals 10. Remember, I want this to go to 0. The way I get from negative 5 to 0 is I add 5. If you add it to the left, you have to add it to the right-hand side. So I'm going to get negative 5x plus 0 equals 15. Divide both sides by negative 5. X equals negative 2. Right. Oh, one other thing. If you did this with a calculator, you probably would have gotten 3.66666 as your answer. If you get a repeating decimal, I would like you to round it to a decimal place that makes sense. Sometimes I'll tell you where I want you to round it. Oftentimes, rounding it to the nearest hundredth makes sense, just because it's like, I don't know. I just like 100. Let's like round to the nearest penny. I don't know. It just feels good to me, so that's what I do. So when you're rounding it to the nearest penny, look at the next digit over. The rest of these don't matter. Look at the next digit over. This is more than halfway to the next penny. So this is going to go up to 7. So it's going to be 3.67. Now here you can't say x equals because it doesn't equal exactly 3.67. It equals 3.66666. Repeating, 3.67 is a little bit too big. The way we deal with that is we go approximately equals with those squiggle lines. Cool, great, awesome.